Hey guys, it's Ally, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some American Girl dolls that I think American Girl should retire. So LynnLife did this video way back at the beginning of the year, and I've been saving this video for a while because I thought it was a really fun idea, and a few months have passed, some dolls have retired, some new dolls have popped up, and these are just my personal thoughts of dolls that American Girl should retire. Some of these are because I genuinely dislike the doll, and if you watch my channel, you probably can predict some dolls that would be on this list for that reason. Some of them are because they look very similar to other dolls, and some dolls just very much overstayed their welcome. They've been out for so long and they're not doing it for me and the community anymore. Like, they're not exciting anymore. So if you want to know what dolls fall into what category, then make sure you keep watching the video. So we're going to start off with the Girl of the Year dolls. So American Girl has been doing this thing for the past few years where instead of the Girl of the Year staying for that 1 year, because they're the Girl of the Year, they keep them around for several years. It's not like they're adding anything new to their collection. They do promote them occasionally, but they just like stay there. They're not retired, but their year is over. It really annoys me. I don't know anyone in the community who likes the fact that they're starting to overstay their welcome. Like, I guess if you really wanted a certain Girl of the Year but never got a chance to grab them, then yay, but like, their existence is pointless because everyone wants to get the current Girl of the Year because that's where all the hype is at. Anyways, rant aside, the first doll on this list, no surprise if you watch my channel, Luciana Vega. This doll was released in 2018 as she was the Girl of the Year for 2018, and she is still available as of 2021. That is 4 years. 4 years too long. Okay, I don't hate Luciana as a character. If this is the first video you're seeing of mine and I have to explain this, it's just STEM and things like that. It's not really what I'm into. I do think it is a very unique hobby for American Girl to be promoting with the Girl of the Year, so great job for that. We need more women in STEM, but I really don't like her meat outfit. It's really very dated in my opinion. I'm just not a fan of like her streak, but now the fact that she's just not getting retired and she's here way after 2018 adds to the list of reasons I dislike Luciana. It's not even like her collection is still available, at least I don't think it's still available. It's just the doll, but like, she just exists. She's used in the photos when American Girl's trying to promote all of their like current character dolls, but yeah, she exists. She had 2018, she had her year. She doesn't have a cringy music video, which honestly, maybe I like Luciana more because she doesn't have a cringy music video. Actually today, somebody DM'd me and they're like, I have a little gift for you. And then she sent me an edited version of the Joss video, but it was like edited to make it more funny. If you're watching this video, that made my day. Thank you so much for thinking of me and my hatred of the American Girl doll music videos. Oh my God. I'm talking about Luciana way too long. She should retire because she's just been out for so many years, and we need to give the spotlight to the current Girl of the Year, not the Girl of the Year from 4 years ago. On a similar note, we have Blair Wilson, the Girl of the Year for 2019. I actually do love Blair, so this is one of those situations where I'm kind of glad the doll hasn't retired because I would love to add her to my collection. However, I am in Canada. Due to the pandemic, I cannot go to USA right now to pick up dolls, plus the store nearest to me in USA closed, and I'm really upset about that. The Canadian stores, we just have the Girl of the Year for 2021, and we might still have a few 2020 dolls left. I'm not 100% sure, but we don't have Blair anyways, so it's not like I'm gonna get a new unboxed Blair anytime soon. But yeah, she's been out for 3 years and the community didn't really seem to like Blair that much anyways, especially compared to Luciana. She's very forgettable, so they can just go and retire Blair because we all forget she exists anyways. I'm being so mean, I'm sorry. Last but not least, I love this doll for the Girl of the Years, and that is Joss Kendrick, Girl of the Year for 2020. Now, being retired 1 year later is not that bad at all. It happened to Gabriella, but still, I do wish American Girl doll Girl of the Years would retire when their year is up. So as much as I love Joss, I own the doll. I love the fact that she has a disability, and I think her collection is super cool, even though I don't own anything from it. As much as Kira is not really as good as Joss, I do think that 2021 should be Kira's year. We should let Kira shine, and Joss should go retire, be in the archives with the rest of the Girl of the Years. I miss the tradition of them retiring after 1 year. That was like 4 minutes of me ranting talking about how Girl of the Year should retire after one doll and then just casually mentioning dolls. Anyways, out of the Girl of the Year territory, next we are going to talk about some historical dolls. So whenever I'm talking about historical dolls in my videos, especially like negative videos like what I dislike about American Girl and things like that, I often lump these two dolls together because even though they're not retired, I think American Girl kind of forgets that they're not retired because they never promote them or give them anything for their collections. And those two dolls are Kaya and Josefina. They're both stunning dolls. They have both been out for a while, but Josefina was of course the original Josefina mold, and she is still very unique visually in the historical line, and Kaya has the Kaya mold. She is so stunning. Modern Kayas are amazing. I love my doll Kiona, who is my Kaya. So I'm not saying that they should retire because they have been around for a while, even though I don't think they're like the most popular American Girl dolls. They're still beautiful. They're like some of the last dolls that aren't retired that represent older time periods. Kaya is like the oldest time period of any historical doll American Girl has ever made, and Josefina is in the 1800s, which we barely have any dolls of nowadays. But American Girl never adds anything to these guys' collections or promotes them, so it's pretty much like they're retired even though they're not. As much as I hate to say this, as a huge Kaya fan, American Girl, just retire these dolls already because you don't act like they exist. The last historical I will mention is one that I feel like a lot of people think should retire, and that is Julie Albright. I know LynnLife mentioned this doll in her video. Julie has been out for a while. I believe she was released in 2007. So compared to dolls like Kaya and Josefina, it's not that long, but like it's still, you know, a bit older. I don't think American Girl will retire Julie anytime soon, as I believe she is quite popular in terms of like sales and things like that. She has her iconic Julie music video with like several million views, and with the trend that American Girl is doing with their characters by making them come from more modern decades, with Julie being from the 70s, I don't think American Girl is going to retire her anytime soon. However, she's just not super unique as a doll. In the current historical lineup, I guess she's unique because she's blonde, and off the top of my head, she's the only blonde current historical. But as an American Girl doll overall, I don't think she has any super unique features other than like the length of her wig, because she's a Josefina mold, lined eyebrows, which I know a lot of people aren't a fan of. It doesn't bother me too much, but she just doesn't feel exciting compared to a doll like Melody or Kaya, if you understand what I mean. American Girl definitely does not forget about her though, as they do promote her quite often, and she does have one of the better collections right now for historical dolls. Moving on to the last section of this video, the Truly Me dolls. So once again, I am lumping a bunch of dolls together, and we are going to be talking about the colored hair Truly Me dolls. Do I think American Girl is going to retire these dolls anytime soon? Absolutely not, because they promote them like crazy, and they did come out fairly recently in the past year. American Girl has retired dolls though, after only a few years before though, like Mary Grace and Cecile and Caroline, and I'm pretty sure they've done it with maybe one or two Truly Me dolls, but I just want them to retire them because for me at least, the Truly Me line is supposed to look like people. You're supposed to find your look-alike doll. That's what all the advertisements showed when I was growing up. My first ever American Girl doll was a look-alike because of those ads, and I really don't think in American Girl's target audience that most of their consumers have really brightly colored hair, especially permanent hair like that. Now I understand colored hair is fun, it's probably leeching off of the trend of Descendants and things like that, but what really bugs me is for the most part, these like colored hair wigs don't look natural at all. Like there's no root, there's no casual fade, and the colors are so bright and vibrant that I feel like that would be really hard to achieve in real life. Normally it's a bit more like faded in real life, especially after a few washes. So it's not the most realistic looking wigs. I guess kids love it, but for me, I just want these dolls to retire so I don't need to see American Girl promoting them 24/7. So next up, I have two Truly Me dolls. I have heard from people that one of them is retired or that they're both retired, but according to American Girl Wiki, they're both still available. So I'm just gonna include them in this video nevertheless, and those dolls are Truly Me 22 and Truly Me 27. Now I don't necessarily need both of these dolls to retire, but just one would be fine, as if you look at the Truly Me line as a whole, these two dolls definitely look the most similar out of any doll. There are slight differences, but still, to the average person at a glance, they look the same. Plus there are other blonde-haired, blue-eyed dolls currently available available, such as Truly Me 60, so it's not like we're missing any of those features in the Truly Me line. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about the boy dolls. Now, I do think they bring some diversity, obviously, to the Truly Me line as they are boy dolls, and I do own one of these dolls. They use them in their series and things like that for the token guy character, but they never promote like their collections, and they never even release anything for the guy dolls other than a holiday outfit. So similar story to Kaya and Josefina. If you're not gonna release anything for these dolls, why are they still available? And you should just retire them. Plus, I don't know how popular boy dolls even are, because I know a lot of people still prefer the look of the custom boy dolls or even other brands' boy dolls over American Girl boy dolls. So I feel like most people just have the girl dolls and not a guy doll. I only have a guy doll because I won one in a giveaway. So yeah, American Girl should retire them if they're not really gonna promote them or do anything with them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments what dolls you think American Girl should retire and why, as I love hearing your reasonings when you guys write down certain dolls, because then it lets me get into your mind a little bit and your thoughts, so I can kind of see people's different perspectives on certain issues and things like that. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more American Girl videos and ring that bell so you are notified whenever I post a new video. And of course, have an amazing day, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!